Namaste everyone, welcome to our Wednesday Interfaith Satsang group. Today is a special celebration as the Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month celebration. Last few weeks we had wonderful meetings and celebrations and meals with a lot of officials. Even yesterday we had a beautiful celebration with our governor, Dr. Bindu was there, Matthew Kuti was there, some of our Malayali members, around 100 people joined, and to acknowledge the people from Asia, Pacific Islands, those who living in America, to show how much they did for this country. There's a lot of time we went through hate crime or harassment, and people look at as a black people as well. I don't like to say even black, they put us down actually. So that time is over. We have to make a change. We all are divine and chosen being on this earth to serve, love, and care about each other. Purpose of life is to celebrate our existence, I'll say. Here I like to invite Dr. Bindu Babu, one of our community leader in New York City. She worked with a lot of NGOs. Basically, she's a doctor. She was a queen maker, I'll say, queen maker to lead the new mayor's team in New York City. Here, without delay, I want to invite Dr. Bindu Babu for his viewers.
Good morning, everyone.
Namaste.
Thank you for having me, Guruji. This is an honor and a pleasure to be amongst all of you, especially in regards to oneness. We can have many different accolades. Yes, I'm a physician. I have my PhD in integrated medicine, and I've worked with many NGOs across the world in regards to women empowerment, equity, domestic violence prevention, and so forth. But what most important is the fact that we are all one, and we have to have compassion and peace, regardless of our race, our color, our culture, or anything that we have as limiting beliefs that makes us not expand into our true consciousness. So it's important to always reflect upon our inner being, our connection to each other, inspiring each other, empowering each other, and most importantly, unconditional love of the self and others around us. So it's a great pleasure to be here. It's a great pleasure to be amongst all of you in our own oneness and expansion and teaching all over the world how important oneness is, because no matter what it is, we all want the same thing, and that's peace, happiness, and love. And we need to become contagious. So thank you for your time.
Right. So could you share your experience with these Asian American Pacific Islander celebrations in New York City? I know you were a co-chair of the parade. That was a beautiful parade happened in New York City. I enjoyed it. I was dancing with all the friends. So just give some highlights about that event.
So I've been on the Mayor Eric Adams campaign for the past 2-3 years. I supported him because of the same reasons that we connected in mindfulness, meditation, and importance of mental health. My field is mental health. And then as I worked through our journey, I realized the importance. I know the importance. I realized that he was mindful of the importance of Asian American Pacific Islander community, especially with the amount of hate that's been taking place all over the world, and in relevance to what we do as New York. So we came together and decided that we wanted to have our parade during Asian American Pacific Islander Month, Heritage Month. And he was for it. He wanted to represent, but not only just any parade that, normally most parades, cultural parades, take place in different parts of Manhattan, either in Chinatown or East Village or somewhere. We wanted representation and recognition. And what we did was we demanded 6th Avenue, Midtown. And he gave it to us. And then along with NYPD, the commissioners, and all different avenues of permissions and getting everything together, they supported us, and we did a beautiful parade within 3 weeks. So we reached out to all organizations the best way we can. The press conference actually only took place 4 days before the actual parade in New York City, by the mayor. So we had our own, but it didn't come out. And yet people from all over the country came. We had children from California that came and said, "Oh, we're excited to see this." And people who were already visiting took the time out of their schedule. And 6th Avenue from 44th Street to 55th Street was packed either side to support the AAPI community, which was so heart welcoming. All organizations worked out very hard together, culturally, respectfully, having each float come out, all their different cultures, dances, colors, representations, our counselets, all joined hands together and showed unity, which I was very, very happy and proud to be one of the co-chairs for. So as we continue, the governor had her event yesterday, the New York State governor, which I was, privy to be part of. The mayor had his last week on Tuesday night at Gracie Mansion, which I was privy to be part of. And it shows a lot of the combination of all of us coming together in unity, not just India or Pakistan, or it's everyone together, China, Philippines, all of us joined together in one hand. And it was a beautiful celebration of unity.
I remember during the parade, we start around 11:30, setting up all the marching groups. Then it's end up 2:30. We were the last float.
Yes, you were I think there was one right after you. It
Right,
was the
right, one
Sikh
right up.
cultural.
Yeah. Then we went to the park, just lie down. I slept. I thought, oh my God. Even I didn't go to Neera Jain's program. I think I can't sleep. She was so pissed off.
Yeah, no, I walked in the front with the mayor. So we were part of the celebrations with the commissioners. Then after we walked, I came back to visit all the floats. And yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I remember we
beautiful.
took a photo. We were walking next to the float.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope we'll make more events for Asians together, and it will build up community-wise. I know a lot of time people try to take Asians to the side. That
Yes.
is changing. Even we have some elected officials coming. We need new generation to be part of the community affairs, so they can learn what's the real culture. When they come here, they grow up here, they forget how their parents, forefathers went through it. So good to connect and make a solid group here. I know your leadership can do better in the city because you are a bridge between little ones and the older generation. So people like you can do much better than most of the people.
I
I
think
see.
it's
I
a
was telling coaches, we had to bring more younger people to these events and make a change. I'm so happy you are a student of lifelong student of alternative medicine, where I spend most of my life. You know, so we propose idea to be creating a movement for alternative medicine in the WHO. I talked to the director, so they are planning, and India government also supporting that movement. So I hope this resolution for the yoga day will go further, maybe in the bill in future in the federal level. It will help a lot of young generation, I think. So thank you, Dr. Bindu Babu, for joining us in the morning,
Thank you so much for
sharing
having me.
your wisdom and experience. That will wonderful. And June 1st to 30th, we have online programs. Indian Council will inaugurate the World Yoga Festival. This is 29th year we are celebrating. That will be June 21st. We have 8th International Day of Yoga celebration at the Church Center for the United Nations across the UN. Evening we supposed to have an event at the UN, and please join that one. I know a lot of elected officials and VIPs are coming to that event, and that's the day we start the World Yoga Community in 1987.
Wow.
So we have like a 35 years history with us. We want to really celebrate. Somebody is bringing a cake. I said, okay, bring it. Whatever it is. So thank you, Bindu, for your appearance today. That's good. I know
Thank
we
you.
all will work together. Now I want to invite Imam Arif Haskik. Is from another state for a prayer and your remarks.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, which means peace, mercy, and blessings of God Almighty be on you all. It is a great pleasure of mine to be in this beautiful celebration of Asian American Pacific Islander heritage. My God, who else can care more about that than a Guruji? Thank you, Guruji, for organizing this whole month celebration of these beautiful people and their heritage in the United States and everywhere in the world. I'm Imam Arif Huskic, founder and president of Commonwealth Alliance Clergy Interfaith Organization and Ministry and Spirituality Center for Humanity. So this is two non-profit organization which works nationally and internationally. I'm so honored and grateful to God Almighty that had the opportunity to meet Guruji and share the room in hotel for one international conference in New York. And our friendship remain, and God willing, will explore worldwide with all of your help. And we welcome you in our friendship to be part of this beautiful interfaith work that we celebrate somebody's heritages every day. I'm thankful to Dr. Bindu Babu for her wonderful presentation and introduction about herself, that she care about alternative medicine, and that she is not only as a physician for our bodies, but physician for our minds, for our politicians, supporting our legislators, I would say, to do better and from their perspectives. And thank you, Dr. Babu, on that. And really is an honor to know other of yours in this program, like Peace Lights, Brother Pete Regina, and Roshan brothers, Raj Brashan, and through Guruji, I met many people, and it was my pleasure that I was in Alpha Seminary International student in class, and that's how I met Guruji, that he is a trustee board member of that university that I will study. So this is something that spirit connecting me and him, and I love him as myself. We call brothers each other, but he's very close to me, just like part of my body. So thank you, Guruji, for the opportunity. And as you asked me to say prayer here, I will do that. And before I start prayer, I will thank you also for participating in our programs on Fridays at 3 o'clock at Healing Prayer for Humanity. And whoever wants to hear prayer for other faiths leaders and spiritual group leaders, you are welcome on Friday. You can get my information through Guruji, and welcome to hear it, and also offer prayer and offer your reflection. Thank you. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Dear God, thank you for awakening us this morning to show us daylight after we were in darkness, after we were almost in death, and you bringing us every day, renewing our minds to show us your power, that you can take us and bring us. So thank you for having us in this world. Thank you for guiding us how to work on establishing peace and unity among people, how to heal people's minds and hearts, to love one another, to help each other. Thank you, God, for guiding us in support of less fortunate people. Dear God, this is your test, as we know that you're showing us with the homelessness and people in poverty who we are, that we need to do your job to serve you and humanity, those your creatures are as ourselves. So thank you for guiding us to help homelessness and people in poverty with food, with clothing, with drinking clean water. And thank you for guiding us to your path to continue working together. And thank you for Guruji, Dr. Dilip Kumar, and guiding him, giving him wisdom, and continue rewarding him, please, with our best for him to continue organizing those beautiful programs, bringing together beautiful people from all around. Dear God, I ask you to bless our leadership and faculty team at our Faith Seminar International and all universities who teach people good, all schools who teach our children, our future generations, and please protect those all schools and places of worship and businesses of any negativity that happened to them as a school shootings and places of worship shootings. Please guide people in their mentality to do making a right decision, to helping humanity, not harming one another. Dear God, please continue to guide us to do best in serving you and humanity. Amen.
Thank you, Mom, for joining us and being part of our interfaith seminary. And
It's my honor. Thank you, my brother.
It's very
for having me there.
important as a interfaith citizen of the world, born in a family with a Christian father and a Hindu mother, going through all the fight between the families. We know the importance how to promote interfaith. We all are doing wonderful job. As for Rabbi government create this final seminary, I am able to serve as a spiritual leader or a student, whatever it is. I
And
remember
I'd like to congratulate you, Guruji, on receiving your well-deserved award
the
from our Faith Seminar International. Finally, you got it in a few days ago.
So now I like to invite Sri Mathikutti Isho. Mathikutti Isho was an officer at the Indian consulate earlier. Before he was in the federal government. He's originally from Kerala. And Bindu also from Kerala, north area. And he's from my area. And Mathikutti was with us yesterday at the governor's mansion. Mathikutti, flourish for it.
Thank you, Guruji, for giving this a wonderful opportunity. And I thank God for providing a guru like this, for having keeping this connection with all the people.
Little crazy.
Yeah?
Little crazy guru.
Yeah, he's doing a wonderful job. That's he's like a bridge between all the community and even with the UN people and all like that. No, so we get a good contacts with the high level people even, and in interfaith also he's doing a great job. He's praying for the world peace and all like that. So that's a great thing that he's doing. And I had some opportunities to join his meeting and just talk with him. And I'm very close associate with Guruji, because I got connection with him through Indian consulate. While I was working in Indian consulate, he used to come over there, and he's a great person in promoting the yoga and all these type of interfaith programs. And I appreciate and congratulate Guruji for doing all this wonderful work. Now in this world right now, I'm a layman. I'm not a spiritual leader or speaker like that. Still, when we see different incidents in our around, what we see, even yesterday, we also saw that in Texas, a 18-year guy shoot down some 18 people, 18 students, kids, small kids, who are innocent kids. Why the mentality of the people is changing like that? We don't understand. So I think we have to do some counseling or some type of other that type of work also we have to concentrate on among students also, because like this type of interfaith prayer and everything that we do for among the elder people, it's better that we do conduct some this type of prayers in interfaith meetings in the school level also, so that when the students grow, they should have some responsibility. They should learn the responsibilities. They should learn the love and care to be given to his fellow beings. And the tragedy yesterday happened. It's a very what do you say? It's very sorrowful, because one teacher and 18 students died on the spot. And why we have to think why the young people or whatever that mentality. Even the Dr. Bindu also joined like that. She is also in the mental this physician. So we have to think how we can do something for this changing the mentality of the people to give more love and care to others for their fellow beings. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a effect of the drugs. I don't know. Maybe something they become the psychic when they use drugs and all. That may be one factor that affects the people in the younger age to revenge on the people. As an interfaith and yoga teacher or guru, Guru Dilip ji, you can take some think on that angle and take some steps to give some good guidance to our school level students. Why don't you think on that and do something on that? I think you are doing something already, but still we have to concentrate more, because especially the other day also in New York City also there was shooting. Some people, we don't know why they become such terrorists like that. Maybe some negative strength coming over the, maybe I don't know, the present century is like that, maybe going to on the evil side. Evil is winning over the God spirit. So we all have to pray for the people to think with a brotherlyhood or livelihood life, to lead a life on brotherlyhood or livelihood. And I think that's we have to, as an organization like this, World Peace Organization or World Yoga Organization, we all can do something on that. I think Dr. Bindu also said that she's inspiring on this. She's associated with the leaders, especially the mayor and the other team. So she also can do a great thing, how to do something for the community on this angle. That's just a part of thinking that I just thought I would like to share with you. And let's have even Imam, thank you, Imam, for the beautiful prayer that you had done. So everything, it's for our peace, our betterment. So I appreciate everyone, and especially Guruji for this leadership that he is showing on this interfaith prayer. And thank you all. Thank you for the participating. We should have more programs like this. Even Guruji is conducting month-wise programs like this interfaith, and even in June he is doing it 1 month. In February he did 28 days, and now in June he is doing 30 days from June 1st to June 30th. So this all will be some way will be beneficial for all of us. So think differently how we can do something in the community. So that's just a small thought I can share with you.
So
You can also think and discuss on that high angle, how we can do something on that. It's thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
I'm so happy Mathuji brought this shooting, because the children actually they are not getting real love, some disorientation in their family. separation from mother, father, financial problems. And the drug abuse is increasing even in India, especially in Kerala. Alcoholism is increasing,
Right, right.
sexual abuse is increasing. So there's a disorientation is there. So in Asia, we have more family oriented lifestyle or community oriented lifestyle. Here, there is like a minute, they're like a one child, just focus on so much egoism, me and my life. That's the way. It's supposed to be we and our life, So we know what is it because we grew up in Asia. So that we had to rebuild that in America. We are not going back to India and live there. So we had to bring that culture here. And freedom is good when you step on somebody's head and said, I have freedom to do whatever I want to do, whatever I want to say. That's not correct. We have freedom to do things what is healthy for everybody. That's the way we had to think of.
We see that most of people are misusing that freedom. No, that's something happening right now, because whenever we give that freedom to the students to carry what's a gun with them, that's not right, because when they are immature at that time they are using the gun and giving that opportunity for that using the gun. That's very, very, what do you say, that is very distracting.
It is. You see, there's a basic issue between Republicans and Democrats, because Democrats are more hugging, appreciating other culture. See, Republicans are we, our country. Patriotism is good, but don't think patriotism is the everything. Yeah. We had to bring people welcoming everybody. That's very important. As a American, I'll always say American law is better than most of the laws around the globe. It's more openness is there. So when they are not practicing in their life, that will create a problem. Even when bills coming to the houses, they fight for certain things is not healthy. You know that I always notice that one. And supporting war anywhere is not healthy. Good to have all the technology to protect the country and our ally is fine. But going to another country making a business out of war is not correct.
Well, thinking of the leaders also is very disappointing, no? Because
It
so
is.
the war in Ukraine now happens because of that Putin, Russian. So
So a lot of
that way,
factors are behind those wars. Some things we don't know what is real stuff. So let us see what we can make the awareness, a healthy awareness lifestyle for new generation. We had to work on that one. I am happy still New York City is safer, even though some issues happened last few months, but still better than most of the places. Now I like to invite our brother Oneness, Raj Bhushan was one of our trustee. Raj Bhai.
Namaste everyone. Namaste Guruji, Imam. Greetings. Assalamu alaikum. Dr. Bindu.
Salam.
Namaste. I saw you at the parade last Sunday at the Asian American parade briefly with the float. And then Brother Mathukuti. Namaste.
thank you. Thank you.
And then Sister Isabel. Namaste.
From Argentina and Xiang Yuan Chen.
All right. So I am Brother Oneness. I know Dr. Bindu referred to oneness. That's what I live and breathe every single day. I have dedicated the remainder of my life to promote the message of oneness of all, hate none, inclusion, expansion, all the positive human values, so that we grow as a one family, one nation. So the thing is, we can talk about all the policies and goals and objectives. The thing is, Only thing we have control over is our behavior, our interactions. We have to put out that positive force, positive energy, radiate God's love, smile at people, welcome, acknowledge, always look at the positive side of conversation. Never point a finger, because anytime I point a finger, 3 fingers are pointing towards me. So I have to, the only thing I am focused on, by the grace of my beloved Guru, Satya Sai Baba, is the oneness of all. That is, we are created as God's image. Same thing is taught in Islam, same thing is taught in Christianity, Buddhism. We are the soul. We are that energy source which is functioning within that. That's why we can see, that's why we can hear, we can talk, communicate, feel, all that. But with our mind, we identify with the body. But the body identification comes, he is different, she is different, I'm great. All those feelings comes into play. So lack of love to the children is the fundamental cause. The family is breaking up. Many of them are single parent and then raising the children. There is no feeling of family. There is no, it's all about me and mine. That feeling is causing people to be dissatisfied when their needs are not met. So that means they resort to outbursting of anger, eventually leading into taking that thought process into negative action. So all we can do is to pray, especially for the victims of Texas, the small children. I have 6 grandchildren of my own, and then just it's such a sad thing to see. Loss of a child to a parent is the worst thing can happen. So let's pray for the Texas children who lost their lives, their parents, the teachers. Same thing with the Buffalo shooting victims, innocent victims, random act of violence and random act of shooting at the subway. It's happening everywhere. All we can do is be a positive force, send positive thoughts constantly. What we send out, what we receive. So the mental health month, Dr. Bindu is doing a lot of good work in that. So everybody is doing their part. The thing is, we have to keep doing, we have to increase our nucleus. We have to broaden this positive circle all around, truly feel the oneness of all so that we don't reject anyone. Asian American Pacific Islander month is there. I'm Asian, I'm from Karnataka, neighboring state of like Kerala. My wife is from Pakistan. Pakistan and India always fight, but we live in harmony. We've been married 40 years now.
Sons married to girls from different ethnicity and countries. Right?
Yeah, I have a daughter-in-law from Eritrea, a Jewish daughter-in-law. I have a Christian daughter-in-law, and 3 sons, and 6 grandchildren. All these blessings are there. The thing is, we have to take the positive message to everywhere, wherever we are. So we can make a difference. If one person can light the candle to erase the darkness. So we have to keep praying, loving everyone, sending positive talks. I'm really fortunate to have been working with Guruji for 10 years plus, closely connected with the world yoga community. Yoga is that union with the divinity. That means true oneness. So with those thoughts, I pray for all the beings everywhere to live in peace, harmony, and tranquility. God bless everyone.
Thank you, Raj Bhai. And now I like to look, Xiang. Can you open your video? Okay, Isabel.
Hello, thank you for invite the Guru Dilipshit. I am Isabel, member of Yoga World Community South America, and I am pleased to participate in this important meeting and with you representing Eastern cultures, bringing them closer to our young world. And wish that this communication increases more and more unity, all humanity. Thank you to all. Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste, namaste, Isabel,
Namaste.
for joining from Argentina. Again, I want to invite Xian
June.
June Chen. Okay, are you there? Okay, then Pete Regina from Peace Lights.
Hello, everybody. Namaste. Great to see you. There we go. In listening to everything, you know, I just keep coming back to the fact that we are celebrating different cultures around the world, and we're doing so in the with the backdrop of all the realities that we face and that we're facing as we do every day. So the lights behind me really stand for what this event is about. The colors in peace lights represent the different cultures in the world, and the motion represents how those cultures interact and work together to achieve harmony, peace, and good energy. And here we are today celebrating cultures, celebrating Asian Pacific cultures here in the United States. And I think these sorts of events are very important, as are the parades and as are the any associated celebration and event that does mix cultures, celebrate cultures, bring light to the different ways that people around the world live, because we are all sharing this world. And the importance of these heritage celebrations is not only in making us aware of the individual culture, but today we certainly celebrate all Asian and Pacific cultures, but to open us up to the fact that it's the sum of all of our experiences that make us who we are, and that there is so much to be learned from all the different cultures in the world. I know my life has been vastly enriched because of the ability to deep dive into not only cultures, but faith traditions and different events celebrating all sorts of differences around the world. So I thank you, Guruji, for inviting Peace Lights, inviting me to speak, and I celebrate all of you. Hello, Shangjun, haven't seen you in quite a while. Great to see you again. And Imam Arif and everybody else, thank you so much, Brother Raj. We will see each other again in person soon or on these continuing great events. So thank you. Namaste, everybody.
Thank you, Pete Regina. I'd like to invite Xiang Jun Chen, my friend. He's an artist, teacher, dancer, so many talents he has. Okay. Unmute yourself. Yeah. We cannot hear. Check. You may have to put extra sound. No. We cannot hear. Check in your button in the touchpad. Say something. Let me see. Yes, not hearing. Okay. So you know what we'll do? We'll connect. We'll check your connection one day and try to fix it. That's only way. So in that case we had to wind up because I have one event at the UN and Raj has to travel too. Then evening we have another event, like a back-to-back events. So thank you, Xiang Chen. I know there's an issue with the sound. Next time we'll fix it before ahead, so that way we'll be fine. So thank you everyone for joining. I'm sorry our internet was little slow. Live stream was not properly done, but at least worked. That's good. So we have the recording. I'm going to repost it tonight or tomorrow. Then it will
Thank
be
you.
online.
Thank you, Brother Guruji, for this opportunity. God bless you all.
Thank you, Imam, Madhukuti, Peace Light, Regina, Xiang Chen, Isabel, and Ajbai joining. It was a fast track event. We came back early morning to
Thank you all. It's
ah
a nice meeting you.
Xiang,
Guruji,
is
thank
that from
you.
your side? I had a babies crying. Oh no. Okay. Just see you all very soon.